What's going on, guys? It's Nick back with Nikita's Tech Ops, as well as with Power Button Revelations. Today we have the new Ticwatch GTX. This watch is a product of Mobvoi. They are well-known producers of smartwatches, headphones, and even treadmills now. I thought I would make a video on this product today because a lot of my customers have actually had a big interest in this watch, and surprisingly enough, it's gotten enough popularity that I thought I would make a video about this guy. The big value proposition for this watch is that it runs only $50 if you happen to get the pre-order in. I think it's a little bit more expensive now that the pre-order phase is over, but very, very good value with this watch. You get a nice touchscreen, fully round. There's no cutoff on the bottom like some of the less expensive smartwatches tend to have. It has a pretty meager processor inside of it, not much memory, so it's a very basic smartwatch, and it kind of just gets the basics done in a way for people that maybe don't want an overly complex device on their wrist, maybe something akin to a Fitbit but with a little bit more functionality. So some of the things that they cover here is it has a 7 to 10 day battery life, and I can actually vouch for that. I've had this device for 14 days now, and I can definitely confirm that the battery life on this watch is really good. Basically, I got it out of the box with about 50% battery on it, and with that 50%, I was able to go from a Monday to a Friday before I had to hook it up to a charger because it completely died. I've also taken a couple showers with it, so it is definitely water resistant. IP68 here specifically, which notifies up to 2 meters underwater for 30 minutes without any damage being dealt to the watch. The personalized watch face. This one is a little bit wishy-washy. We'll cover the watch faces here in a little bit because that's one of the things that honestly really irked me about this watch. It does have sleep tracking, which also was a little bit iffy. It has 14 different workout modes, which it does not pick up on your workouts automatically. You do have to tell it what workout you're doing. It's got a fairly good construction right up there with the Galaxy Watches and other Android Wear devices, and it does have interchangeable 22 millimeter bands, so you can definitely kind of customize those to your heart's content. It does have a heart rate monitor. It does not have a blood oxygen meter or blood pressure monitoring like some of the other new smartwatches do, and it does allow you to control music from your cell phone. So I'm going to go ahead and break this box open. It's really difficult to actually open this box. If you order the watch, you'll kind of know what I mean. So let me break it open. Let me show you everything that's inside, and we'll take a look at some of the cool features and such of this watch. So, inside the box with the Ticwatch GTX, we have a fairly basic amount of stuff. The box opened up, not a super fancy unboxing experience like you get with the Apple Watch or the Galaxy Watches. However, inside the box, you do get a setup manual, which goes over the basics of how to set up the watch pretty reasonably. I think if you're any good with technology, you'll be able to get this set up pretty quickly and easily. The watch itself here, the straps are already on the watch, and you get a magnetic style charger which clasps on to the back here. It actually kind of guides you to it, and what kind of annoys me is it's not a reversible style, so I can't put it on this way. It's telling me nope, nope, nope. So I have to turn it around this way, and then it will stick. And what kind of sucks is it's a flimsy magnet. So like if it's on a desk and you bump it, it's gonna pop right off. So it takes almost no force whatsoever. So it's not a wireless style or anything like that. So just be warned. It's the charging specifically is nothing special. You won't be able to use reverse wireless charging and stuff like that like you would have on like the Galaxy Fold, for instance, and a Galaxy Watch. Um, but however, to cover a few things here, so the watch itself is very simplistic in its usage. Out of the box, it is not programmed to have the lift to wake functionality turned on. So you do have to manually lift up the watch or like lift up your wrist, and then it will automatically turn the display on, which for some reason it's not doing right now, but it probably senses that I don't actually have it on my wrist, but it will turn on the watch face here. And you have, I think, 12 preloaded watch faces on here. I will show those to you in the application, but you can change them pretty simply by pressing and holding the watch face here, and it only shows the watch faces that you have downloaded from the application. It doesn't automatically preload all of them, so as you can see, I just cycled through the 4 that I've downloaded since I've had this watch, and then you can just tap on it and select it. The watch faces on this watch are not customizable. They do not give you the capability that Android Wear and Galaxy Watches and Apple Watches have, so you do have to kind of deal with the preloaded complications on here that show you like the weather, the battery life, heart rate, and steps and such. The menu on here is pretty simple to navigate. It gives you notifications, tick exercise, tick pulse, tick sleep, tick health, your music controls, a stopwatch, a timer, weather, flashlight, finding your phone, which basically just makes your phone ring if you happen to lose it. And then you have very basic settings that allow you to adjust the brightness, reset it, and power it off. And that is literally all you can do with this watch. So nothing crazy here. There's no apps that you can download from your phone or anything like that. So basically, you are stuck with what comes preloaded on this watch. The button up here at the top is basically just the menu and the home button. It just has those two functions. The button here at the bottom takes you into the 14 different workout modes that come preloaded. And like I said, you do have to choose your workout mode on the device itself before it starts tracking it. It does not have automatic exercise tracking, so just keep that in mind. Outside of that, not much to talk about on this watch. It's super simplistic. It takes your heart rate throughout the day. It gives you a little bar graph in the app, which I will show you here momentarily. But nothing crazy here, guys. Even the notifications that come through here, I don't know if I have any that I can show you, are super basic. So like for YouTube, it just says new message. It doesn't say what the video is, anything like that. Here it for these messages is very basic. It just shows the number, not even the name of the contact that calls you. So don't expect super complex stuff here. You can't even respond to these notifications. So this is for somebody that literally memorizes their phone numbers and then is fine just looking at basically the text messages that come through. I have not found a way to program contacts into this watch. So very simplistic notifications on this device. The tick exercise tab here basically takes you to the same place that this bottom button takes you to. So it gives you those 14 workouts. You click on it and it prompts you to do whatever it is you're doing. You can set certain time limits and whatnot for you, and the watch will vibrate to let you know once you've hit a certain time limit or a certain amount of laps. Further here, we have tick pulse, which is just a basic graph, and it shows you your high and low pulse for the day, and then just a graph of how it's looked. So nothing too complex there. You have tick sleep, which so this one's interesting. So the watch definitely lasts long enough on a charge that you can wear it at night and it will tell you how you slept. But here's the thing, the 3 nights that I wore it, picked up sleep in very sporadic spurts. I know I'm a very kind of mobile sleeper. I like to toss and turn a lot in my sleep. And this watch just didn't pick up on that. It showed 2 spikes all 3 nights, just kind of at the beginning and then at the end. And it seems like the watch just kind of fell asleep in between and didn't actually pick up anything else. So take it for what it's worth there. I don't think it's very good for sleep tracking. Next up, you have tick health, which, whoop, scroll too far there. Tick health, again, very simplistic. It has kind of the Apple and Samsung style graphs here, which these little colored lines here on the screen fill up as you work out throughout the day, and it just tells you how many calories you've burned, how many steps you've taken, and how many miles you walked. There's nothing else on this screen that you can really do. It doesn't let you swipe in any direction except for back, that is. There's no scrolling. It just shows you these three things. So very simplistic health tracking. Music control wise, it basically just lets you turn your music on and off. So, and go to the next song. So very simple music controls. Stopwatch, timer, and weather are all very basic. Again, it just kind of goes off of your phone's location. Another thing is it only shows weather and time in Celsius and 24 hours. So if you're US based or someone that likes to view their weather in Fahrenheit and their clocks in a 12-hour format, good luck. I have not found a way to do that on this watch. And furthermore, I think we're pretty much at the end of the menu here. You've got flashlight, which just gives you 4 different options of how bright you want to set the display, just in case you need to use it as a flashlight. Find My Phone basically just makes your phone ring if you lost your device, and it's also kind of iffy. As you can see, I just clicked on it, and there we go. So it just rings your phone. So super simple. Let me turn this off. So nothing special there. It just literally rings your phone, doesn't do anything else. And then, like I said, in the settings, you have 4 different brightness adjustments. It does not go any further than 4. You can reset the watch if you're pairing it to another device. You can turn the watch off, and you can go into About to find out your software version and such there. So not really much functionality. Like I said, this watch is for people that want a very basic experience. Not a whole ton of stuff you can do here. And then if we move over to the app itself, I have a nice big screen here on my Galaxy Fold 2. Same kind of basic principle. It'll tell you if the watch is connected. It gives you the battery life of the device. It'll tell you how many calories you burn, how many steps you've taken, and how many miles you have traveled. You can change your watch faces here, which I will show you the preloaded watch faces. So you have Celestial, Digital, Moon, Orange Digital, Bohemian, Walker, Childhood, Green Digital, Energy, Flower, Goldfish, Classic, Orange Classic, Black and White, Marble, Black Classic, and 3-dimensional. So one of the things that really disappoints me here, like I said, on a lot of these watches, it'll display a 24-hour base time. So if you're somebody that can't read the arms on a clock, you'll be kind of disappointed if you don't know the 24-hour format for time. And then a lot of these watches, like this watch faces, like this Goldfish one, this Flower one, like this Childhood one, you would think it was animated. Like you would think that they would have put a little bit of work behind it, just trying to make it a little bit more interesting. But it's literally just a picture of a goldfish. It's literally just a picture of a flower. Nothing really super special here. And this is all you're stuck with. Like you can go in and customize a watch face by clicking into this guy and just changing some very basic colors, and you can pick a photo out of your gallery, but that's it. That's all the customization you're getting on this thing. So not a whole lot to go off of on this watch. Otherwise, you have smart mode. This allows you to turn on the automatic detection for your heart rate. You have smart alarms. You can add alarms throughout your day to remind you of stuff. The tilt to wake, like I said, this does not come turned on out of the box. This is where the watch can automatically use the gyroscope to sense if you are raising your arm to turn the screen off. And then do not disturb mode. So very basic there. You have smart reminders, which again is just different reminders like call notifications, SMS, vibrations, that kind of stuff. So nothing too cool there. And then you have more features, which allows you to find your watch if you lost it. It just makes it vibrate real hard. You have screen light on time, so you can change the brightness of the device based off of the time of day. You have your 24-hour clock, but like I said, that doesn't do anything. None of the watch faces actually react to this. You have your system language, which I have set based off of my device, and you have your temperature units. But again, if you switch it to Fahrenheit, it doesn't actually do anything unless it, for some reason, takes days to change on the watch. But I have not gotten it to actually change on my watch over the week of use that I've had. And lastly, you have a help section that basically just takes you through some tutorials on how to do stuff on the watch. But folks, that is it. Like I said, this watch is just incredibly, incredibly basic. Not very many frills. You can't answer people's text messages. You can't really view social media notifications. You cannot take phone calls. You basically just track your health, view the time, wear it as a fashion statement, and be very happy that you spent maybe $60 on this watch, whereas other people might be spending $300-400 on their Galaxy watches and their Apple watches. So if you're somebody that's looking for a watch that looks reasonably good, I mean, as you can tell, it's a very nice, classy looking watch, especially for men. It doesn't necessarily have a very feminine look to it unless you maybe change the color of the watch bands. The watch itself is very slim, so it's much, much thinner than the Apple Watch and the Galaxy watches out right now. So it's a good looking device. It's super simple to use, maybe for somebody who has no experience with a smartwatch and is looking for something really nice and easy to navigate, or maybe if you have a child that's nagging you for a smartwatch, but you don't want to spend more than you would on a smartphone for the watch. This is a really good option. I would recommend you visit Mobvoi, see if they have any deals going on this watch for the holidays. And I think for people that are just looking for a good value proposition and aren't looking for much out of a smartwatch, this would be a really good option for you. So if you guys have any questions, I'll definitely be keeping an eye out on the comments. If there's anything I didn't cover that you want me to answer, please feel free to ask. But also make sure to give me a thumbs up and a like on this video. It definitely helps me create more content, and it helps me basically move this channel along. I'll try to post up some more reviews here soon on maybe the Galaxy Z Fold 2 and some other devices I have coming in. But again, thank you so much for watching. This has been Nick, your friendly neighborhood tech fanatic, with Power Button Revelations. Thank you so much for watching today, and have a good one.